Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And the other day, I was reading my favorite book, Beautiful Oops, which, as you know, because I've probably read it a million times, it's all about transforming oopses and mistakes and frustrating situations into wonderful works of art. So working with what you got, being resourceful, and something really frustrating happened to me. I broke a flower pot and a vase. I just knocked them over, and I was really sad. But then I remembered that online I saw this ancient Japanese art called Kintsugi. So Japan has a wonderful tradition, hundreds of years old, about pottery and working with mistakes and repairing things that you use a lot, like plates and bowls, flower pots, and even clothes. And kintsugi is the art of fixing cracks in pottery with gold. And I'm inspired to give that a try. And I hope this inspires you guys at home to come up with beautiful and creative ways of fixing things around your home if you break something by accident. Or even if you rip a piece of paper, maybe that's an opportunity to attach it in an interesting way. And we got to talk about attachment and how to paint neatly today. I'm using my growth mindset today because I have actually never done this before. I just learned and did some research online. This is my first time trying this, so you're going to watch me do something new and maybe mess up and learn as I go. As you can see, I'm at my messy table today, and I've got some recycling bin paper that I'm going to use as my paint palette, and some super glue, some gold paint, and a paint brush. I'm also wearing an apron over my clothes to protect them from the super glue. And I'm trying to puzzle piece it back together first. I'm pushing up my sleeves. Now I'm using super glue, but oops, I bet hot glue would work really well too. This is just what I had. I didn't get any special supplies. But I think a glue gun would work pretty well for this too. But be careful and work with your family if you're using a glue gun. And this glue, I'm working very carefully. I'm not dipping my fingers in it because I would get stuck. And I'm actually going to put some tape on the inside just to stabilize it and keeping it from moving around. I will peel it off when I am done. And I'm squirting it out on this old piece of paper that I have. It's got a lot of other paint on it too, and I like to use it like a paint palette. And, ooh, instead of a paintbrush, I'm gonna use a Q-tip instead. I think it'll get me more of the line that I want. I'm looking and trying to trace where that line is. I'm using a Q-tip because I don't really want to use a whole lot of paint, and I just want to see how it'll work. This is an experiment, and I'm working kind of fast. I'm putting this down, and the glue is sticking to the crack. I'm trying to remember where that crack is. Very tricky. And I'm brushing it on. It's a little messy, and that's okay. It's gold, so it's going to be gorgeous no matter what. Ta-da! Ta-da! There's a little bit of tape holding it together, but I'm really proud of how that came out. I'm going to try the big one next. And this one, I'm not too worried about the inside because I'm going to put flowers or probably a jade plant in it. And I have to puzzle piece it together first. And I'm going to put some tape on the inside. And I'm using painter's tape for this, not duct tape. Big difference. Okay, now this one you can see the cracks a little easier. I'm going to stick the super glue in, and I'm going to try really hard not to touch it with my fingers, because I don't want my fingers stuck to this flower pot. And I am using probably too much super glue, but you know, growth mindset, we're all learning. And I'm going to take a Q-tip and clean up the blobs of glue, because that's very messy. This would also work great if you had some sparkle or some glitter. You could just drop glitter right on top and shake it off. Okay. And you can just throw Q-tips right in the trash. Maybe I'll try to paint. Oh, look, I have a teensy tiny paintbrush. Let's give this a try and see how that one goes. I'm liking this better. Ta-da! Here are my 2 tries at Kintsugi. And, you know, as much as for a couple minutes when I was trying this, I was frustrated because it's a little challenging working with super glue and it makes me a little anxious and nervous. But then I took some deep breaths and remembered our growth mindset and how these were not precious objects that I was hurting or breaking, and I was actually using my artistic transformation powers to make them even more beautiful and amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me kind of try and figure out a new art idea that I had never done before. From it, I learned that you can use Q-tips for paint, which is kind of awesome. And that sometimes repairing things that are broken can be really beautiful. Inspired by our Kintsugi experiment, I would love to see you guys try to repair something broken, like a piece of paper, or I don't know, something around your home to make a beautiful work of art. Use something that you might throw away. Recycle it and transform it into any kind of art project you want. Whether it's a broken piece of pottery like this, maybe you have paper towel tubes or cardboard boxes that your family might want to throw away. Or, I don't know, I had a plastic forks from some takeout that I made this guy with. So think about what around your house you're going to throw away that you can transform into an artwork. How can you repurpose it and reuse it? Bye. Have fun making transformative, recycled works of art. Bye.